next way y'all are going to jail.
Here we go again.
Did y'all learn nothing from the JP Morgan checking the ATM thing?
No.
Of course you didn't, because the government's so slow sending y'all to jail for the pandemic PPP scams that y'all just think y'all can get away with it.
With that Klarna method shit y'all talk about it, you know, I miss PPP. I ain't trying to miss that. You know, tap me in, put me on game now. What's up? Who I need to text?
I think everybody about to have such a good holiday thanks to Klarna. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, let me tell you something.
I cried last one. Yeah,
you know what I mean? We don't got no.
Like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Sold them all. And everyone paid with the same method.
Smoking brown. I put that thought out to make you run out of time. We don't play dice game. We lay shit down. We don't lose talk game. We lay shit down.
First of all, I need to know who was this person? What happened? And Brad, you have failed your kids. I think we need to talk about that too, because sometimes you white folks be failing their kids, man. This is ridiculous. What's going on here? Sorry, I mean to stop it. But go ahead.
Fresh for the holidays and right before 2026, it's a new opportunity for the people that missed out on destroying their credit before to destroy it now with the new quote-unquote Klarna glitch. People are getting up to $10,000 in their name and in other people's names with no intentions on paying it back.
Sooner or later,
What
her
it look
cookies
like TV.
get crushed.
I am back. What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Barnell Hill.
Did you miss me?
Your very own spokesman for the Insidians, we're inside and we're comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
And I'm back with another one. And today, y'all, it's a brand new PPP loan, a brand new
I'm gonna fast forward.
Whatever.
Shout to the
friends
content
you-
creator. So listen, real quick. All right, so at first glance, I don't think you need me to do a really big deep dive on what's happening here. I think we all know what's happening. It's really this. Listen, the loser mindset rears his goddamn ugly head once again. Matter of fact, nah, fuck that. We're gonna keep it like that. The loser mindset rears his ugly head. Because the thing about the loser mindset too is that it robs you of all glory. It robs you of the going through the process. It's kind of like it's like you being a person who wants the spoiler, who's saying, you know what, just tell me how the shit ends. One of the reasons why you don't want someone to tell you how things end is because you want to go through the journey of the story. You want to go through the experience of whatever there is to experience, and then come to that conclusion, or finding out what happens at the end of that story, at the end of that movie, that TV show. Because it's more satisfying to see character development. Because listen, I keep telling y'all, everything is a spiritual journey. All right. My brother's over here vibing. Everything's a spiritual journey. But another part of the loser mindset that we don't talk about enough is this concept where black people, especially in particular, and again, we've all been a victim of it, man. I remember like a few years ago, I was so, I wasn't like fuming angry, but I was perturbed. So my brother basically committed like bank fraud. And, and I did confront him, and I say, I think you had an idea that this person was doing something that was illegal. So basically, this lady approached him and asked if she could deposit her check in his account. So it was a bad check and everything, right? And the account wound up going negative, and he wound up losing the account. Now, when you try to deposit a fraudulent check and everything, what would usually happen is, you get in trouble for that, right? But anyway, but at the time, I know a part of it is, when it comes to finances, being as though it's not a violent thing, it seems to be really tough for a lot of people to perceive the fact or just understand, no, nigga, that's still a crime. That's still bad. You're stealing. I mean, and it's what we'll be talking about, and this is super important, because a part of maturity too is elevating and refining your idea of right from wrong. I keep telling y'all, I'm gonna attack all your problems come from two things. I keep telling y'all. I keep doing it. I keep doing it, and I keep doing it.
You think I have somebody I love in the breed?
You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what's going on.
They never had my back.
All your problems go back to you needing to grow the fuck up and addressing the bitch in you. is being a bitch in all kinds of ways. Whether you being a coward, you got a nasty attitude, you know what I'm saying? You not reliable, right? You too or you too lazy, or you just all around, or you just being a piece of shit. A lot of y'all really be thinking that, you know, you supposed to give someone this super holistic experience of you. No. It's never okay to be a piece of shit on purpose. But going back to the concept of right from wrong, one of the reasons why a lot of people, and again, this is why the way your father raises you, if you have a father, this is another reason why people who grow up with just their mother, right, or they raised by most of their mother and women, a lot of times, you are more likely to wind up in jail. Now we see why, because you don't have a good concept of right from wrong. Like something like something being wrong will not deter you from doing it. Like more and more, right? If you really in your heart of hearts, right, you got to ask yourself, do you really feel as though that woman doesn't do these things because they're wrong? Or you got to ask, well, would they do these same things if they can get away with it? Don't get me wrong. People do act different when they think they can get away with something. But anyway, going back to what's going on right here, I always think that, and I think it's really important to point this out. People know when things are wrong, but it's a matter of how long do I have before the consequence comes? Because with financial crimes, it's not always right away. It's not always instant. It may take a minute. But them niggas still going to get to like procrastination. You understand? So, we just recently had a wave of people reporting online, making TikTok videos, all types of social media, talking about how basically the experience with them, they probably lying, but a lot of people are getting locked up for those PPP loans, because what was going on was these people didn't actually have businesses. A lot of people, it's for the dumbest reason. And now I see why I should have just gone ahead and got the damn loan. You know what I mean? Because I could have had some extra money and everything. But of course I didn't do it. And because first of all, I didn't really understand it really. It just didn't make sense to me. And also I was like, I don't think I really need this. I'm like, I got to pay it back and this and that. But those loans were forgiven. But the people who got locked up and got jammed up, they got jammed up because you're just doing some dirty shit. Loser mindset, because a loser always thinks it's okay to do the wrong thing, and I think that needs to be talked about more, because it all comes down to behavior, and I'm going to start pointing these things out more. All right, that's a low vibrational behavior. This is low vibrational behavior. Whenever you think that someone else is supposed to pay your way, or you get to where you feel like, all right, well, you know what, I'm so insignificant, because when you had the mindset of, oh, well, you know, it was there, so I took it. Or this, I don't know, I'm not sure how to even explain this shit, but it's very much, you have very much the mindset of someone who sees someone's Amazon package at a building and says, damn, that package does not say my name and I do not have to touch it. But what I am going to do is actually indeed touch the box, pause, and then open the box up and take the contents. Even though I didn't pay for it, my name's not on it, and there is no, what's crazy about opening people's packages is that you don't know what's in there. And you have no idea. I mean, it's just a huge chance you're taking. Not only that, the person you could get caught doing it. Like, I really saw a package that was sitting on the radiator downstairs, and it was actually inside behind like the locked door. Somehow that package wound up outside the door, opened, and they left the box. So basically, someone is coming to the fucking building and actually opening up these boxes and taking people's stuff. Like my neighbor, you know, he was just in shambles. Now I understand why he was upset, but at the same time, he asked about the cameras. I'm like, nigga, you live here. What cameras are you talking about? When have you ever observed a camera? You making a good point. They said, if the FBI was to come here, would you tell them that you don't have no fun? Yes, nigga, because they don't have no camera. Most hood buildings want to mind their business. I don't know